when you go all the way back to FCW, did you think like, oh, this guy's going to be the face of the company? Or you can't really foresee something like that.
I hate when people say, "Yeah, I knew it all along," but you kind of knew with his pedigree and with his talent that he was going to be a main guy. He was going to be hey, Star
Hey,
Burge,
hey, hey,
yeah.
hey.
But he was going to be a guy at the top of the cards, and it 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 fell into place. He had his promo war with John Cena, or promo experience with John Cena. One of the famous ones where you could see he knew what he wanted to say, but he lost track.
Yep.
And John says, "It's okay. It's just a promo, kid. Come on." And he handled it well. So uh, when they came as the Shield, he and Seth and Moxley, they were really tight in FCW, and it just showed that carried over, and you could tell it was real. And yeah, I think everybody could see that this guy was going to be at least uh, figured in for a couple WrestleManias down the road, and he so far has surpassed everybody's expectations. I really think.
Barbara wants to know if he brought something different to the table, being from a wrestling family. Thank you.
Well, I think everybody comes into this with something different and unique. And Roman Reigns was a football player. He was an athlete, and he brought his. You can't teach charisma. You can give pointers and suggestions, but when it comes right down to it, he's authentic, and that's really what he brought to the table. He really comes from a wrestling family. He's got a long line of relatives who have really made a name for themselves in the wrestling business, and it only made sense that he learned and fell in love with the process of becoming great. So I think the main thing he brought was his authenticity and being who he was when he stepped in the ring. He's an easygoing guy until you make him mad, and that's not just on TV. That's in the back too. That's in life, and so when you're someone like that, and you're that cool in the sense that you know how to keep your cool, and he did. At the same time, I've seen him lose it a couple times, and nothing major, nothing big, but you could tell he meant business, uh, and and you need to leave him alone at the time. So yeah, I think his talent and just being who he is was certainly something that people gravitated towards. And how could you not?
There was a time, I think it was Kevin Owens actually. He busted his eardrum, and apparently it was an unplanned spot. He busted his eardrum, and he put a receipt onto Owens. You could see Owens had a black eye. Wasn't pissed. Obviously, Owens knew it was coming, but you could tell he pissed him off. So he's like, "Okay, here's your receipt," and he gave Owens a nice shiner.